Alright guys, so I'm on a conference call right now. There was a car that went off the road yesterday right near my house and it flipped over, and I found it last night, and the tow truck's apparently there trying to pull it out. So I want to go and take a look at it and check it out. Alright guys, so yeah, it was super rainy last night and muddy, and I live out, you know, kind of in the country, so there was some commotion, and basically the car slid off, understeered on this turn, flipped over. Looks like the driver was okay, but I think the car's pretty screwed up. I'm curious to see how they're gonna pull it out though, so hopefully I didn't miss that, because that is gonna be interesting to see whether they flip it straight because it's upside down and then pull it out, or how many tow trucks they use. So probably a little messed up. I'm gonna go and observe. If it's feels all right, I'll take some video. If not, I won't. Still waiting for some tires that are supposed to get delivered today too. Bunch of line arts. All right, so we're pulling up. Well, I got a small tow truck out here. Oh, I did flatten the top a little bit. Looks like she's gonna roll fine. Want us to help you with that? Yeah, we probably need to. There she comes. Nope, almost. There it is. Ooh, you're a pro, man. You've done that before. Whoa! Right at the end.
We were down there.
Oh, he's gonna tow it on the front, probably. Right?
I'll call you. All right, cool.
Looks like it kept the driver compartment pretty good.
Okay, actually not. Those ones are there.
Alright guys, that was absolutely insane. The car was smashed a lot worse than I thought it was. I actually helped find the car. The tow truck driver was able to pull it out, but I think it got even more smashed up being pulled out than it was there. But everyone was okay, and be safe out there when it rains, guys, especially when you're driving out on these country roads, because it can get slick and there can be mud, and then you can understeer, and then it's kind of all over from there. Unless, of course, you're a drifter, you just pull the e-brake. Not a good situation to be in, but once again, everyone's safe and sound, so that is good. What's up, guys? HP Chasers here. So I have some very interesting news that Toyota Camry that we kind of watched get pulled out of the ditch yesterday. I was talking to the old owner, and he was going to donate it. So I made an offer, and I am the proud owner of a 97 Toyota Camry. I think I've got really big plans for the Camry. What I'm thinking we're going to do is chop the doors, chop the hood off, chop the roof off, and make it into kind of like an off-road buggy. Put a lift on it, some dirt tires and so forth. It's also gonna be a lot of fun. Everyone keeps telling me I need to buy a Razor or some kind of off-road machine, and I'm kind of too cheap for that because I like projects. So Toyota Camry front-wheel drive off-road buggy project is coming soon. I wanna see if I can get any of these other YouTubers to kind of jump in to buy their own beaters to turn into an off-road machine. That way, maybe in a month or two, we can have a race. I never thought I'd be excited about buying a old semi-wrecked Camry. The drivetrain on the car is solid. Most of the damage is body damage, which we'll just chop off. I'm gonna try to see if Corey Funk, who's a good buddy of mine, would be interested in buying a beater himself, building it up into kind of an off-road machine. I know he has a Honda Civic right now. He's been thrashing pretty good. Maybe it's about time to turn it into an off-road machine. So let's give him a call and see what he says. What's up, brother? Hey, first things first, you mind if I record this?
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay. I may or may not have just bought a beater Toyota Camry that got wrecked in the neighborhood for a couple $100, 130,000 miles, perfect drivetrain. It was upside down yesterday, and I got video of it, which is awesome. Right here in the neighborhood by Jeff's house is where it flipped on that one turn. The guy was gonna donate it. I made him an offer of $200. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is make that Camry into an off-road buggy. I'm gonna put a lift on it. I'm gonna cut the top off of it, cut the hood off of it, just everything that's damaged, and make it into kind of a cheap, you know, $1,200 off-road buggy build. So I wanted to see if you were interested in building your own cheap off-road buggy that we weld our own cages and shit onto, and then maybe doing kind of an off-road buggy beater race in like a month or two, and we see who else would be interested in it.
Dude, I might be interested in something like that.
Is your Civic still running?
Yeah, but I'd probably do it to my Jag.
Oh, and I'm talking budget build, right? We'll do it cheap, try to be into the cars, you know, $1,200, $1,500 top. Wait, how much did you buy that for?
I bought the Jag for $800.
Okay, so maybe you drop another $600-800 into it, but lift, find some cheap wheels, we'll like piece them together.
Yeah, I might just cut the whole fender off, and then I'll just put the fattest wheels possible, probably some spacers on it.
That's what.
And then I like huge monster truck tires on it.
Dude, I think people will get a kick out of it too, because it's attainable. Anyone can do it. Anyone could go buy a $1,000 car and chop it up with their buddies and make it into, you know, an off-road toy.
That's so funny, man.
Plus, we're not gonna care when we beat the crap out of it. Exciting day, besides the fact that we bought that off-road, well, soon to be off-road Camry. Another exciting thing, Mr. Sheldey's here adding another layer onto the tire rack for the trailer. That way we can take almost 20 tires on the trailer, which is gonna be awesome. So you said this one's gonna go where, Sheldey?
It's gonna come out like this. And then obviously another rack, and then a diagonal bar here, and then another one of the sliding poles.
So it's gonna be, what level is it gonna be at? Same level?
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, so I'll still be able to fit car underneath?
Yeah.
What about a 1997 Camry? Will that fit underneath?
After you lift it?
No, before I lift it.
Before, yeah.
Okay, you're right. After I lift it, we're gonna have a problem.
No, then you just...
It's registered, technically. I'll keep it registered.
What's registered?
The Camry.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that's perfect.
It's gonna be the daily driver.
No, I won't go that far.
Why not?
But we are gonna try to flip it.
Can we?
Yeah.
Like actually roll it?
Yeah, bro. Let's cage it up.
Better done.
You're not burning your jeans? Doesn't look like it.
No, we're good.
Maybe a little bit.
I mean, we do it every day.
So excited. All right, time to get this show on the road. Go start Sheldey's truck. That way it stays warmed up. I gotta say, the Viper with the Corvette cover looks pretty interesting. You're like, what is that thing? I can follow my man for letting me use this truck. Ram. Always gotta wait for those squiggly lines to go away on these diesels. Diesel preheat and process. And we're good. Oh, I forgot about you. A little bit of bad news about the Excursion. So Banks Power, who makes a lot of aftermarket stuff for diesel trucks, basically said the part that I need is back ordered and won't be done until February 12th, which sucks because last week when I drove all the way there, they told me it would ship this Wednesday. So I need to figure an alternative. I can't keep borrowing Sheldey's truck. I need to see if maybe I can rent a truck on these days, or an SUV, or maybe I go buy another SUV. I guess we will find out what I do in the next couple days here. I'm gonna research alternatives for renting trucks, and if that doesn't work out, then I may consider buying something. We'll see. I have too many cars already, so that would probably involve me selling a car or two. All right. Dang, Sheldey, these wheels, man. These are his beater wheels too, like, come on. Sheldey's just balling. All right, she's pretty much ready to go. Gonna go check some emails, get some work done while the truck warms up a little more, and then head out. It's kind of crazy juggling, you know, a day job as well as all this car stuff, so I kind of got to squeeze it all in together. And good thing is I talk on my phone a lot for work, so I can do that no matter where I happen to be driving. Makes it interesting. I gotta tell you, first time I borrowed this truck, I had no idea that these mirrors do this and become tow mirrors. How awesome. I towed with it for a full day and a half, and then I told Shelby, I'm like, dude, I love your truck. The only thing I don't like is the fact that the mirrors don't really do a good job when you're towing. And he's like, what do you mean? You didn't flip them up? Now I know. So I'm not gonna do my mirror tap trick since these are Shelby's mirrors and not mine. But I'm sure I'll make it through, no problem. So a lot of you don't know, but HP Chasers closed on a new home a couple weeks ago, and in another month we're gonna be moving just a couple houses down. And the reason I mention that is because we're not gonna have to deal with this anymore unless we're coming to pick up cars I'm gonna have stored here. The gate on the new house is massive and maybe means I can get a 2-car trailer at some point. We will see. Almost at the exit to go pick up the new car. I'm super excited. It's gonna be a great project, and I don't think you guys will really believe what it is. Gonna get it loaded up, gonna take it home. It's probably just gonna, you know, chill for a couple weeks, and then the fun will begin. All right, there she is, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you I've never had this type of car on this trailer before. Normally it's obviously drift cars and race cars and high performance cars. The car barely fits with that second layer of the tire rack, but it does, which is good, because if I could fit that thing, I could probably fit pretty much anything other than an SUV or, you know, a Jeep or something like that. So, all right, we're at the driveway of doom. All right, she's open. Let's do this. We made it home. All right, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the newest member of the HP Chasers fleet, Barnaby the Camry. Slight little roof damage, nothing to be concerned about. Overall though, it's a 97. It's got 130,000 original, don't pay attention to that. That's all gonna get cut off anyways. 97 Camry, 130,000 original miles. V6, yes, you heard me, V6. So it's got a whole 230 horsepower. Other than the obvious, pretty good car. It was a pretty solid running car. Now, you may ask me, Mr. HP Chasers, what the hell are you doing buying a 97 Camry when you got all these crazy cars? Well, the answer is quite simple. I wanted to buy a car that anyone can go and buy at a junkyard, you know, for a couple $100. This was a little over $200, and I want to make a cool project out of it. And I think the plan is cut off the fenders, cut off the roof, get rid of the doors, fix obviously what's wrong from it flipping over. It looks like the intake manifold is cracked because it landed on a rock, and then turn it into an off-road beast. Yes, it's front wheel drive, but that's okay once I get a hydro put in it. But it's V6, I think, with no fenders, a little bit of a lift kit, and kind of go Mad Max style with it. It's gonna be a super cool project. It's gonna be something I can go and smash around in the hills and the mountains and not worry about breaking it. And the goal is kind of to go Mad Max style with it. I'm gonna invite all the friends out, whoever wants to come, put some sweat into this thing and make it into a cool project. You're welcome to come do it. Once again, the goal is to be under $1,500 all in on this car. It is a Toyota, so I'm sure it's gonna last a long time and take a lot of abuse. Here she is. Well, no mirror. Don't know if I want it anymore. All right, so it looks like most of this happened when it was actually pulled out of the ditch, but it's all body damage. Chop that off. We don't need a trunk, we can chop that off. We don't need a roof, we can chop that off. We don't need this door, we can bolt that off. I've never really cut a car apart before, so that part is gonna be very exciting. I think we'll just leave the leather seats, you know, wanna off-road in style. All right, this is gonna be fun. All right, so we just pulled the Camry around to drop it off on the side of the property. That way the smashed up car doesn't ruin the aesthetics of everything. And it's quite a hairy little turn in between here. When I was backing it up, the dirt kind of gave way. Don't tell Mr. Sheldy, but Mr. Sheldy's truck is kind of leaning with it. Just a little bit, but don't worry. We've got the Jeep with the winch, So before we get too up, we're just going to give it a little pull. We already disconnected the trailer. Of course, the Jeep battery's dead because that's how it goes. So we're gonna jump that and then save the Ram. Good thing I got this guy here with me. That's why I have so many cars. Well, the truck is broken. I'm using the Jeep to pull the truck out, but the Jeep's not starting, so I gotta use the Mercedes to start the Jeep. What would I do if I didn't have all these cars? Point of having lots of cars. You need one car to rescue the other car and the other car to jump the first car. Yeah, this man knows because he's got like 7 cars himself. Oh, Lord, what do I keep getting myself into? This trusty old Jeep. I bought it new in 2008. One of the few new vehicles I bought. And now she mainly is on tow duty. All right, let's go 4 low. There it is. Don't you make fun of me.
I just gotta show Nicole my first
It's a good thing I decided to do it instead of you.
Yeah, right?
All right, where should we go under here? I've got that little red strap thing. No, it's actually tied to the...
He took off the factory tow hooks.
Oh, I've got the... Look, I can use those, right? Can I use mine?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. We had to use the Jeep to get her on in. She barely took the weight, but she did. And now we're gonna unload her. Here, turn the wheel a little if you can. Ooh, that Ram slid. There she lays. All right.
I like the blood on the steering wheel. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to sanitize that. Just a little bit of blood, no extra charge. All right, let's go check on Evan, see how the prognosis is on the future off-road machine. How's she looking? Yeah? Did you get a preliminary idea of?
Yeah. Everything we want is great.
Right?
It's got 4-wheel disc brakes,
Okay.
so that's good. 5 lug, so we got lots of wheel choices.
I mean, even if we could rock the same wheels and get some mud tires in the perfect world to keep the budget down. Trunk, trunk looks great.
Trunk looks great. I think we're gonna get rid of the trunk though, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking
We don't need a trunk.
get rid of the bumpers. Thinking get rid of the bumpers.
Yeah.
Get rid of the doors.
Yep.
Cut the door pillar down to there.
Yep.
Cut the roof here and the back there.
Yep.
Boom. Now it's convertible. Take the
Some
hood
racing
off,
seats.
take the hood off, take the fenders off, take the front bumper, grill, etc. off. And then we buy like a shitload of tubing and build a car.
And so obviously
And
cracked
fix that.
intake manifold.
Fix
But I
that.
think that's it, really, right?
I
It
mean,
should be good.
It looks fine. You got a new battery in there.
I smelt a little fuel when it was upside down.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at this whole thing's coated in trans fluid and oil. So, I mean, everything will drain out when it's upside down. So, we
Got
gotta
it.
fix those.
Overall, I mean, she looked like a clean car for that old.
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously
Off-road monster!
somebody's grandma car.
See, it was somebody's grandma's car
I think
now.
we sell the seats
You know what we need to
because
do?
they're clean. I mean, look, there's no rips or anything.
On its inaugural voyage, we need to find a grandma
To
jump
ride
in the
in it?
passenger
Yes.
seat.
Okay.
Yeah, get a grandma's reaction.
Have her drive it.
Maybe I get my mom. She's a grandma.
There you go. I've got a grandma or two.
Maybe we can put all of them in there. Hand them a joint and give them the keys. All right, this is gonna be a fun little project. And she's over here. No one even knows she's here. You know what I mean?
No.
It's not getting in no one's way.
No.